Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Haley.
Haley, where are we calling from this morning?
I am currently driving to training, but I am in Chippewa.
Oh, Chippewa, I love it there this time of year. What was that? What was the first store credit card you ever got?
Oddly enough, it was a PetSmart in-store credit card because I would go and feed the cats that they shelter there.
Okay.
Your first credit card ever was, you said PetSmart?
Yeah, it was for PetSmart, and I was 17 at the time.
Did you max it out, or were you good with it?
No, I maxed it out.
Oh, my gosh. That's so funny. Spoiled pets.
That's all right.
That's fine.
I maxed out the Best Buy card. Don't worry about it. All right. Thank you for the call. Appreciate it. Pet supplies. That is fantastic. I said I wanted random.
That's about as random, I think, as it's going to get.
That's what you gave me. That's fantastic. Let's go back to the text line here. So the mall gave me like 5 credit cards in one day. LOL. Victoria's Secret, Gap, Express, New York and Company. I was 21.
Oh, that's a recipe for disaster.
Are you okay?
Yeah, hopefully everything turned out okay.
Do you guys remember Radio Shack? Yes.
Oh,
there
yeah.
are times at this radio station I wish it still existed.
Oh, my gosh, I know. Well, you know what? The last time that I had to run to Radio Shack was for this station. There was one left, and I think it was like in downtown Canton, and it was before one of the Hall of Fame broadcasts that we were doing. Someone had to go get a jack, and only they had it.
Yeah, now you got to be like smart, trying to think where to find. We need cords now.
Yeah.
You go to Office Max. Do you go to a Best Buy? Like,
you can get a lot of it on Amazon, but sometimes you don't have time to wait. You need it right now.
Right. Text Victoria's Secret was my first store catalog. Ooh, Sears checking in. You got a ding Sears. That's fantastic.
I had a Sears card.
Hey, I remember looking at that Sears catalog for Christmas presents every year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, anytime the catalogs would come, even now to this day, my kids will still look at like Christmas flyers with toys in them. They're way too old to play with them, but they're like, oh, that's cool. We didn't have that. Like, welcome to our world. I mean, that happened to us too.
Mom would give us each the catalog with different color markers and what we wanted Santa to bring us.
Yeah, circle.
We would circle, and then they would make sure Santa knew.
Yeah.
And we'd see. What he didn't bring. B Moss was my first credit card. Oh, I remember B Moss.
Yeah.
That's a good random one, too. Another one for Sears. Boy, Sears checking in.
Oh, yeah.
Elder Bierman. I worked there. There was one somewhere.
Right here in Alliance.
Is it still?
No.
Okay.
No. They closed a few years ago. But Elder Bierman was a great store. It was kind of like just a cut below, in my opinion, the like Dillard's.
Okay. Those lines.
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, like when I was out here, when I first started here, I loved it because I would go Christmas shopping there because it wasn't nearly as busy as like the Belton Village area.
Amen. My first and only store credit card was Circuit City, and I got it to get a new plasma TV.
Nice.
My first credit card was Montgomery Ward's checking in.
Oh,
wow.
Right?
First store credit card was Victoria's Secret at 18 years old. They had a monthly interest rate of 22%, but I was smart about it and only spent what I could afford and paid it off every month. I still have the card. I'm 32 now and have a credit limit of $10K. LOL.
Whoa, yeah.
Not every kid was as smart as you. we always we talk about OnlyFans a lot on this show.
Yeah, we do.
A lot. And I somehow popped up in my algorithm, and I got a little upset because it's from like a year or two ago. But it's interesting because we have often debated whether you should be able to have certain careers and be OnlyFans. We have talked about the teachers in particular. I have tried in vain to defend the teachers a little bit. I usually lose that argument. But I've tried to say, but people mostly say, no, you can't. They were kids.
This was only
Can't do it.
This was 18 months ago, just so you know.
Yeah, I know, but
no, I know that. I'm just saying to date it, like it's still.
Yeah, it's not like years ago.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's funny to me that 18 months ago we're still having these same conversations.
I couldn't find the resolution.
Oh, really?
No. All I could find
thought
was
I saw that.
All I could find was the investigation. I typed in, was she fired?
Well, she resigned.
All right, so she wasn't fired.
Correct. It says in this that they suspended her, and then it came out that she had resigned. That she was just like, you know what? I'm done. I don't need this.
She was a Detroit police officer. And you want to know how she got discovered? She had an OnlyFans page. One of her subscribers was pulled over by her and recognized her. Can you imagine that?
Awkward.
Wait a minute.
Well, because
I pay $10 a month for you.
The nature of her OnlyFans account wasn't like feet. It was
it was stuff. It was stuff. She made what you might call pornographic videos.
Yeah.
And I will say I did read that her uniform might have been used.
Which is, no. Hello. Use some common sense. You're a police officer.
I won't argue that she probably shouldn't have used or she should have got generic, like Halloween.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
nothing
where it
with
just
DPD
says,
on it.
Yeah, it just says like cop on the badge. You know what I mean? Or
right.
Sheriff, like we all had when we were kids. Like that would have been, I think, a little better.
Yeah.
But okay, if I concede that maybe teachers shouldn't have it, well, I tried, and like I said, I lost, but I tried. Now, a police officer? Should they also not be allowed?
Correct.
Why?
Christian.
Nothing.
Where is this world's moral compass? So growing up, and I know the world has changed, but not necessarily for the better. Okay?
Well, that's fair. That's fair.
So when we're growing up, there were people that your parents told you that you could trust and look up to. What were the top two?
Police.
And?
Fireman.
And? A teacher.
A teacher. Okay.
Law enforcement, like first responders, teachers, and then possibly like someone in your church. Like if you went to church. I'm talking about when we were kids.
All right.
Okay?
Isn't that when it was happening?
And that's not a blanket statement anymore either today that all churches are bad and that you can't trust anybody. That's not true. There will always be one bad apple that ruins it for the rest of us.
4 right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. 330-450-9292 is a phone number. The text line 330-269-9292. Hope you're having a good start to your day here on your Tuesday. Again, Dan and Shay tickets to give away this hour. Dan and Shay, along with Jake Owen, are going to be at Blossom on Friday, August 9th. We've got tickets to that show to give away coming up this hour. For that, they kind of remind me a little bit of the modern day Rascal Flatts.
Oh, yeah.
They're
I could go with that.
They got some good ones.
They've got the upbeat, feel good,
You know
and
what I
the
mean?
country. Yeah.
And there's some songs I like.
Speechless.
Some of their, in my opinion, some of them are pretty cheap. I Melt is awful.
Oh.
I Melt. Serious.
Stop.
Oh man, text message. And again, the game is amazing, Christian. Of course it is. Massillon did the same thing. They showed their players college football game. They got a lot.
Mm.
That's awesome. I'm glad the high schools are doing that because that's cool and kids like that.
Yeah.
You got guys that just played at your high school a year or two ago, and they're in the video game. And they got $600. Every player that signed up, you can use my name and likeness. I believe got $600. Boom. That'll buy you a PlayStation 5. You got money left over. A little bit. So there you go. That's really cool. I'll have to post on sports Twitter and everything. That's cool to see. The rest of you high school do the same thing Massillon Alliance did. Maybe somebody else did and I didn't catch it. But thanks for sending that in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Massillon has 9 years.
Of course they do. They're the Tigers.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
9. That's a decent program over there.
It's okay.
I've never heard of Massillon football. You ever hear? I don't. Pretty crazy. Real quick, we got sports. Speaking of, you just heard Jelly Rolls again.
Yeah.
Told you. Meantime, Jelly Rolls, I believe, we're in a contest. Jelly Rolls ahead. That new episode.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're going, we gave away tickets to SummerSlam.
Yes.
We're giving away tickets to SmackDown the night before SummerSlam.
Yes.
Watched Raw last night. They announced that not only is Jelly Roll the official theme, they pick an artist and they make it the song.
Oh, really? I did not know.
Every PLE.
There's so many layers to this WWE stuff. I never knew.
So he has a song official theme. So Triple H is the content creator, the main guy in charge of all WWE, the storylines, the characters. The people. He tweeted out to Jelly Roll. He's like, "Hey, you're the theme. Congratulations. You should come to Cleveland and play a few songs during SummerSlam."
He was probably like,
and he tweeted back, "Works for me. I'll have my people reach out to their people." I'm not saying it's sure, but I mean, Twitter, you can go see it for yourself. There's a chance. Those of you going, you might get a few songs from Jelly Roll at SummerSlam at Cleveland Brown Stadium.
That's amazing.
They are really making it.
Well, Jelly Roll's that artist. He's kind of like...
He's been on WWE TV before.
Well, not only that, though. He's been known to, like, jump over and go visit people at other concerts. Yeah. He jumped on tour with Bruce Frazier. Like, we've heard about this. He's that guy.
So besides
going... very possible.
Absolutely, you're right. So besides going to see a really huge wrestling event, you might get a mini concert. Might. Because Triple H fought out there, come and sing a few songs. He was like, okay.
Yeah.
Look at Cleveland. Cleveland. That's awesome. So, Jelly Roll fans, if you're going to SummerSlam weekend, you might see yourself. Just saying. Sports is coming up. First, let's go back to early 2000s rock. Theory of the Dead Man. Might have heard this in the Gentleman's Club 8. That's all coming up. Also coming up later, I have an update for you, Jake, on how you can be in the new Superman movie.
Okay.
So we'll get to that later on as well. Put this on our website as well. If anyone else wants to join it. Our goal is to have Jake in the new Superman movie.
Oh, it's our goal?
It should be one of them.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
fine with that.
To get him to be in that movie as an extra.
Yeah.
And find out if he makes the cut. Have people go to see. And you think about it, let's. Oh, crack, I know. Let's. I got like 3 minutes. Someone
Right.
keep me on.
Well, you're stalling, so let's go.
I know. So let's say he gets in.
Mhm.
Let's say he's in the movie.
Yeah.
We could do like a red carpet event.
Oh
somewhere
my
here.
God. You're right.
And, like have Jake show up on a red
Take his picture,
interview him.
backdrop behind
You know what I mean?
it.
Do like a behind the scenes of what it was like for him to be
Yeah.
an extra in a movie and make him the star and have listeners come out and watch the movie.
I bet you.
Not to see Superman.
No.
But to see where Jake is
Right.
in the movie.
I think.
Now, we would lose him maybe for a day, maybe 2 in July. So you know.
Why?
That's what
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, I will work harder just to make sure that your dreams come true. I mean, I'm
Oh.
fine with that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Can you
you're welcome.
imagine like you in a nice suit doing Star walking a red carpet in like
Woo.
one of the movie theaters in Belgium
Oh, yeah.
and people just applauding you as you come in?
That would be very weird.
It would. But it,
I
It would
bet
be.
you if we were really nice to Jake, you would even sign some autographs.
we could do
Yeah.
an autograph. We'll get posters made.
Oh, geez. For the half a second that I may be
Yes.
on camera.
Yes, we will make this so big.
Wait, where is this budget from?
For a poster?
For the whole red carpet event that you speak of.
Well, we just got to buy a red carpet and and have a movie theater want to let us host it there. Give away some tickets to our list.
Actually, I could probably get a movie theater to let us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
you're
know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I think who would want to have a movie star extra at their theater? Hi, we've got one of the stars of the new Superman movie here in Belgium. You're not going to
Can
come?
you imagine the manager like?
I didn't write this yourself. I don't know what else I got to do, everybody. I think I planned it perfectly. We have a huge red carpet night for Jake if he gets in the movie.
I'm okay with the red carpet night. I can't go to the manager and be like, "Listen, one of the stars of the film."
It's not a lie.
Okay, but
We
stars
have
of the
one.
film.
We have one of the. All right. We have one of the actors
There you go.
from the movie that's going to appear at your theater.
I can get on board with that.
I mean, we can prove it.
Yeah.
We'll do it. Jake, it actually kind of well.
Oh, it pays?
Yeah.
I thought
yeah.
I thought it was like a volunteer thing.
Yeah, they usually
No!
pay extras.
No.
I think they have to because of like the whole SAG after.
We may have to work on.
Okay.
We'll get into it. I've got the info here from Angela Bow casting. I've got all the info. We'll get into it. I think
Look at that.
we can get you in this movie.
Suzanne said, "If you make the poster, Christian, I'll buy it."
Thank you. Thank you. I'm not saying we print 1 million. But like the first thing, let's say we do it at night. We can come watch the film with us and see Jake in his debut role. Okay? The first 92 people that show up get a signed poster from Jake.
Okay.
How many people are you fitting in this theater?
I saw his face. He was like, "Wait, what?"
Listen, I'm sorry. I dream big. When I don't dream a lot, but when I dream big. Make this can happen.
All right.
You need to
I'm in.
make this happen. You need to believe in this happening. Got the info. We'll go over the info coming up. It's 7:36 right here on today's hit music Q92. Coming up here in a little bit, Dan and Shay tickets to give away. It'll be a good show. I said, am I a fan of I Melt? No, but I like Dan and Shay.
Mhm.
And actually, I don't know if it's Dan or Shay. I believe Dan's the main singer.
Yeah, I'm not.
He's gotten in a lot better shape.
Oh, yeah?
He's lost a lot of weight.
Pumping some iron.
Maybe. Or Ozempic. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. Let me ask you, do you have a problem with Ozempic to lose weight?
This is all I'll say is it hasn't been around all that long, so if you don't medically need it like you do, you're a little
They're out
leery.
again, but I don't know.
You get what I'm saying.
yeah.
They're all similar.
There's a lot of. Yeah, I can certainly hear that conversation. Hey, do we know what this really does to your body? Do we really know? Now, I realize these drugs actually, they're not just new in the last. I don't know how long they've been around, but I know they have been around for a few years before the media got hold of it and everyone was. All of Hollywood was using it.
But for the time that it was being used, it was probably being used for the way it was supposed to be. Not because it didn't get approved for weight loss until last
Years. Ozempic, known generically, that's the word I should have said, as semaglutide, it was approved by the FDA in 2017 for use in adults with type 2 diabetes. That was what it was approved for.
Right.
They found out, obviously, that people were using it. You know what else? And then that's when everyone was like, doctor, prescribe me Ozempic.
This is what I want to know, though. They tell you that when you lose weight, you shouldn't lose more than 10 pounds. Fast weight loss is considered 8 to 10 pounds a month. And they kind of poo-poo that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know how to weight my sister's off the first month she was on, and it was more than that. So how is that healthy? You see my point?
No,
And here's my other question. If you're at the gym, you find out the person next to you cut their calories, like they were in a calorie deficit, they've been at the gym 7 days a week. Do you feel a little bit bad, or do you think that they're fools because you're sitting there getting toned and fit, and you're like, "Oh, I did the shot." You know what I mean?
I did,
and I ate pizza.
I see that corner, I cut it.
Right.
Gym guy and girl, they genuinely enjoy. There's people that genuinely enjoy being at the gym.
I'm not disagreeing, but I'm just
not
saying,
one of them.
If you knew somebody that had been coming to the gym, you've been busting your butt, let's say for 2 years to get through the best years of your life. Someone who'd been coming to the gym, all of a sudden, every time you see them, they're smaller and smaller and smaller, and they're enjoying working out just as much as you are. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'd be guilty. I'd be like, you know what I mean?
You're stupid. Just so you know, you're stupid.
Right.
It looks like they did approve it for chronic weight management. It looks like in 21. Okay. I'm reading it and I'm skimming off an article from the FDA. So skimming here, it looks like in 21 is when they're kind of like the FDA was like, yes. It's been around since 7 for type 2.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, take the weight loss aside for type 2. And I'm Manjaro. My doctor put me in that. My sugar, I'm now at pre-diabetes sugar level.
That's awesome.
To where I'm already off one medication I had to be on.
But you're taking the medicine for what it was intended for. It's developed to do what it's doing for you.
Yeah. I'm already off one medication. When I go back the end of the summer, beginning of fall, if my numbers are the same, I'll be off a second medication.
That's awesome. And this is why I say people that are taking it for weight loss, Christian needs his refills, guys. Okay?
Get them right now.
Right.
It's funny.
That's why it upsets me a little bit.
Every time. I get my new prescription goes in because I'm out, and they're like, please call the pharmacy. I get a text. Please call the pharmacy. And I know what they're calling.
Right.
Yeah, we don't have any. You know where you're going to get it? Nope.
I also know that there are other ways, like people with heart disease that have estrogen on, or maybe people who, their cholesterol through the roof. I understand that there are benefits to using it other than type 2 diabetes to lose weight. Because losing weight is what's going to help make their health issue better.
Mhm.
I get that. I do. But I feel like there has to be something there. Like, it shouldn't just be until we figure out the manufacturing. I'm not judging anybody for taking it to just lose weight for vanity or for appearance. But I feel like until we find out a way to keep up with production, it should have been
For the type 2.
and the people who medically needed it, not even just type 2, but like maybe people who had recently experienced a heart attack and had a lot of weight to lose, or maybe someone, you know what I mean? Like, who needed it for the health benefit of losing the weight.
Until it's truly readily available.
Correct.
There should be like a line of
Yeah, you
what
like
you're
a power ranking, if
Yeah.
you will.
like type 2 diabetes. Yes. Had a heart attack. You need to lose weight for this. Person who wants to lose weight, you're after them.
Right. If you've got any left.
You're welcome to it. We're Big Pharma. We'll take your money. I promise you.
Exactly.
I don't disagree with that. As someone, like I said, now, my last shot last Saturday,
And now can't take it.
and now I should have took one Saturday. Don't have it. No idea when it'll be back in stock. I call every day and I know the people are higher. It's funny because there's three different. I don't know from their voices now. One girl is so sweet and so helpful. Give me any information. There's a guy who's kind of mid. He's like mid. He's in the middle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He does enough caring, but you can still see there's a hint of dude. I don't. And there's this girl. Not mean, very. Nope.
She's not lying.
You know we're gonna have it? No. No, like nothing. No conversation. Just no. You have any idea what you might expect, or you
Nope.
think they're no. That's the conversation. All right, I guess I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Oh my God.
Never, but it's just fun. There's no conversation. The girl's like, I wish I could tell you. You know, sometimes we might end up with this. I was like, man, I really don't know. The girl, no.
Well, I mean, she's being
And I
honest.
get it. You're
She
probably
just doesn't
getting
want to
that-
chit chat.
You're probably getting that phone call 100 times a day.
I know that, but it's your job.
Yeah, you can't be mad. Someone's calling a pharmacy asking for.
Right.
That's like working at
Good job.
McDonald's. Be like, you want a quarter
You
pounder?
want what?
A quarter pounder. Jesus.
Seriously.
Everyone wants a quarter pounder. Try to go my pharmacist at a small hometown pharmacy suggested I transfer to GE. I never had an issue getting it there. Someone said I have type 2 diabetes. I have been prescribed Felicity. I can't take it with any regularity because it's always out of stock. I went to Meijer in North Canton. I got to tell you, nice store, and I found some good deals. Oh, Meijer's great. I love Meijer.
Meijer, North Canton. I literally sell there. Like, I'm literally there. Christian, I'm not kidding you. 3 or 4 times a week.
Right next to it. Love Meijer. 744. Dan and Shade still coming up. It's Dua Lipa. Don't start now on Q92. We had a hedgehog. A hedgehog.
Those
That's
are cool.
We have chickens. Does that count?
It does. It does. Because I have friends that have chickens that like pick them up and know by name.
I still want to know who's got that peacock that I saw run across 225 like a
Right.
week or two ago.
We have a neighbor that has a rooster.
Whose peacock is that? And how did he get out? And should he be crossing 225?
That sounds like a joke. Why did the peacock cross the road?
Damnedest thing to see. I have a hedgehog and sugar gliders.
Oh, sugar gliders are supposed to be super cool.
Those are real little, aren't they?
Yeah.
They can like fly a little bit.
Yeah. Are they marsupials?
Marsupial.
I think so. Maybe.
No, I gotta Google that.
Let me see. Yeah. None. My mom said kids and a husband was a wild animal enough for her. Fair enough. Fair enough. When I was younger, we had a tarantula for a pet. I've had lots of pets: snakes, birds, dogs, cats, rabbits, and another one, chinchillas. Oh, very. What do you do with a tarantula for a pet?
Nothing.
How do you
nothing.
enjoy that?
You don't. And anyone who says otherwise, I don't believe you.
I just don't.
I'm
get it.
sorry. I just don't think that could be true. I know they look fuzzy, but I can't see cuddling a tarantula.
Yeah. I have a leopard gecko, and she's the sweetest girl, someone says. I have a pet rat. Me and my friends all got rats for pets. Then it rolled down my steps in that little ball thing, and unfortunately, that was the last time I ever had a rat from Kyle.
Yeah. Kyle, I had 2 rats. I forgot about
The
that.
rat died?
Their names were Id and Odd. Don't ask. It was a phase.
Oh, a rat phase?
Yeah, I guess like everybody was getting like my friends. Like
Everyone was
it was
getting
like a
rats?
cool. Yeah, I was like, let's get rats. Mine were like little though. No, they didn't get like very big. I had them for like a year and a half, and then one died, and then the other one died. So I don't know if they were a couple or what.
Died of a broken arm?
Maybe.
When I was younger, I used to have an iguana long as your arm. Had a leash, took it for walks in the yard.
That reminds me of that
you,
show.
Jake?
No, but I want one.
Reminds me of like Mrs.
Oh.
Kipling. You
How about
know,
this?
from Jesse?
Yeah.
I know someone who has a lemur.
Oh,
Now, that's unique.
yeah, it is.
Oh, Dan and Shay. Need I say more? Dan and Shay are coming. You could be there too. Giving away a pair of tickets right now. All you got to do is be caller number 10 at 330-450-9292. On the Dan and Shay. Good luck. We had a hedgehog. A hedgehog.
Those
That's
are cool.
we have chickens. Does that count?
It does. It does because I have friends that have chickens that like pick them up and know by name.
I still want to know who's got that peacock that I saw run across 225 like a
Right?
week or two ago.
We have a neighbor that has a rooster.
Whose peacock is that? And how did he get out? And should he be crossing 225?
That sounds like a joke. Why did the peacock cross the road?
Damnedest thing to see. I have a hedgehog and sugar gliders.
Oh, sugar gliders are supposed to be super cool.
Those are real little, aren't they?
Yeah.
They can like fly a little bit.
Yeah. Are they marsupials?
Marsupial?
I think so. Maybe.
No, I gotta Google that.
Let me see. Yeah. None. My mom said kids and a husband was a wild animal enough for her. Fair enough. Fair enough. When I was younger, we had a tarantula for a pet. I've had lots of pets: snakes, birds, dogs, cats, rabbits, and another one, chinchillas. Oh, very. What do you do with a tarantula for a pet?
Nothing.
How do you
nothing.
enjoy that?
You don't. And anyone who says otherwise, I don't believe you.
I just don't.
I'm
get it.
sorry. I just don't think that could be true. I know they look fuzzy, but I can't see cuddling a tarantula.
Yeah. I have a leopard gecko, and she's the sweetest girl, someone says. I have a pet rat. Me and my friends all got rats for pets. Then it rolled down my steps in that little ball thing, and unfortunately, that was the last time I ever had a rat from Kyle.
Yeah. Kyle, I had 2 rats. I forgot about
The
that.
rat died?
Their names were Id and Odd. Don't ask. It was a phase.
Oh, a rat phase?
Yeah, I guess like everybody was getting like my friends. Like
Everyone was
it was
getting
like a
rats?
cool. Yeah, I was like, let's get rats. Mine were like little though. No, they didn't get like very big. I had them for like a year and a half, and then one died, and then the other one died. So I don't know if they were a couple or what.
Died of a broken arm?
Maybe.
When I was younger, I used to have an iguana long as your arm. Had a leash, took it for walks in the yard.
That reminds me of
Is
that
you,
show.
Jake?
No, but I
There's
want
like-
one.
Reminds me of like Mrs.
Oh.
Kipling. You
How
know,
about this?
from Jesse?
Yeah.
I know someone who has a lemur.
Oh,
Now, that's unique.
yeah, it is. Congratulations, Mara. You're headed to see Dan and Shay with special guests Jake Ogun and Dylan Marlowe. This is at Blossom Music Center August 9th. Tell everybody your favorite station, making you a winner.
Q92.
There we go. How about that? Dan and Shay tickets already given away. African Safari Wildlife Park pass given away now. In the 8 o'clock hour and 9 o'clock hour, we're going to turn our attention to WWE SmackDown at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland, August 2nd. It is going to be an amazing time. The SmackDown before SummerSlam. It's going to be huge. Cleveland's going to be rocking that entire weekend. We're going to get a couple finalists. We're going to get Q to Call finalists in the 8 and 9 o'clock hour. And for those of you who want to give yourself an additional chance of becoming a finalist with us this morning, very simple. We want you to go over to the live video feed. It is on Facebook, YouTube, and on X. Click the like button. And today, let's put WWE in the comment section. It's simple, and we'll know what you mean. So WWE in the comment section with a like. And from those of you that do that, we'll randomly select one of you and make you a finalist. And maybe, just maybe, you'll get the phone call from us coming up on Monday when we call you and tell you you're going to the SmackDown before SummerSlam. So how cool is that? Also coming up in the 9 o'clock hour, Lauren DeMonte Thomas, former Marlington Duke, Michigan Wolverine, Denver Bronco, does a lot back here in the community. Is going to be joining us on the phone in the 9 o'clock hour.
Well, yeah. So I'm very, very lucky that I get to work with Legacy of Honor and support their mission. DeMonte is going to be joining us for the Legacy Gala. So he is going to be presenting. I work as a master of ceremonies with Ryan Keller helps as a presenter as well. But it's such a beautiful night honoring our first responders, our active military, our veterans. And it's just we have some information. I know who the winner recipients are this year. So after we're done talking to DeMonte about that, we'll announce them here on Q92.
So we'll be talking to him in the 9 o'clock hour. Be sure to listen for that. Looking forward to that coming up in the 9 o'clock hour. And then later on the morning show here this morning, there was a national anthem sung yesterday.
It still makes me giggle because I really liked her. I like some of her songs.
I'm told she's a professional singer.
I played a snip. She did a duet with Sam Hunt.
Well, I've got a snip to play myself. And if you watch the Home Run Derby, you might have already seen it. If you have the internet, you might have already seen clips of it, I'm sure. The internet does not waste time.
No.
And the internet is undefeated.
Christian, I literally saw the first clip on TikTok like 5 minutes after it happened.
There are two things that are undefeated in life. Father Time and the internet.
That's true.
They always win in the end. So if you haven't, we'll let you hear some of that. It reminded me back to when Fergie did her national anthem and all the NBA players were laughing. Then I went all the way back to and let her hear Carl Lewis, for those of you that remember when he did the national anthem. And Sports Center. This
like
is when
his
ESPN
was funny though. He was laughing at his own self because he was like, I don't know if it was
like ha ha laugh or oh no laugh. Like,
either way, he made it more theatrical.
Oh, he did.
This lady, when she performed last night, kept a stone face like she was Celine Dion singing the national anthem, and it did not sound like Celine Dion.
Celine Dion. It was
really bad. Yeah.
And again, who am I? Would I have the guts to do that? No.
Of course not. But I think at some point where you're like, I'm not equipped to do this, you bow out.
Well, you can't just stop singing the national anthem and walk
You
off.
should. You didn't practice this at all, and it didn't sound like that.
I get that, but that's not, you can't just be like, sorry, folks, and walk off.
It's almost like she tried to be bad.
One of the most heartwarming national anthems I ever saw. I don't know if you ever saw this. I wonder if Clint remembers this, who's hanging out with us right now. At an NBA game, a young girl was singing, and she got really nervous to where she almost couldn't sing. She froze.
Aww.
And Maurice Cheeks, who was at the time the coach of the Philadelphia 76ers, came up, put his arm around her, and sang it with her. The head coach of the Sixers.
What a nice,
came up,
nice
sang it
man.
with her, gave her a big hug afterwards, and you could tell this relief on this little girl when someone came up and helped her.
Yeah.
And he didn't in any way make fun of her, or maybe he just walked up, put his arm around her, and sang with her.
Maybe that's what somebody needed to do for Ingrid Andress.
Maybe Jose Ramirez should have walked over.
Yeah, he should have walked over there and put his arm around her.
Somebody.
Then we would have had a much more beautiful national anthem.
It's going to be okay. Let's sing this together, and maybe I'll lead. Oh, man. It's Dan and Shay with Justin Bieber, 10,000 hours on Q92. I always tell you I can't tell if my not daughter's boyfriend's emo.
Yeah.
The struggle does continue.
Oh. Did something else happen to confuse you?
No, he came over again. Was it Sunday? He came over to pick her up. He got home from Florida, and they had seen each other in Florida for spring break. So it had been a good day since they saw each other. I get it.
Right, yeah.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
It does.
He came to pick her up, but again, black pants, black shirt, black hoodie, zip up, black shoes, black hair.
Was he tan?
I don't think so. She said he was. He looked emo pale to me. But you know what? She spent a week in Florida, and she doesn't look tan.
I don't know. Maybe this generation.
Maybe they didn't go to Florida. I don't know. Maybe they were. Maybe they're in Montana. I don't know where they went, but I expected them both to be like golden tan. You know what I mean? Come on,
yes.
Hello. And they both, but no.
Were there any pictures taken in Florida? Did he wear black swim trunks and a black tank?
I didn't see any of her pictures from. She has an Instagram. She's not a poster. She's not a real big poster. Just like follows everybody.
Unless she has a private story that you don't see, and that's where she takes the pictures.
Yeah. There's teenagers do that.
Yeah.
She had a private snap. Her mom found it. That didn't go over too well.
I bet not.
But I still find myself trying to figure. And she claims he is up and down. He is not emo.
I don't know. Amy brings up a good point. Maybe they're pale because they've stayed inside. In which case,
He's
emo.
Can we not plant those seeds, please? We don't need those seeds planted.
What? They
what are you saying?
Inside?
They were both staying inside together?
No, I'm saying emo people, not.
Oh, I thought you were hinting at.
No.
At stuff.
No.
And things.
No.
I don't know. I just know he loves to dress in all black and he loves knives.
Maybe he thinks it's.
That's
slimming,
all I know.
And he likes.
He's a slim guy. He's a slim guy. A tiny guy.
Yeah.
That's not bad. I'm just saying.
I'm just trying to think.
I don't know.
Amy said no, not like that. Just teenagers in general too. Like going outside.
No, they were out there. I found out because she was telling me about what they do at spring break, and the Oklahoma drill is something kids love to do at spring break now.
What's
Girls
that?
and boys. You lay down in the sand and someone goes 1, 2, 3. You both get up and tackle each other.
Cool.
Girls and guys do it. Spring
Fun.
break. Yeah.
It doesn't sound fun.
Well, I mean, listen. What did we do when we were kids at spring break?
Laid out, listen to music, swam.
Drank.
Yeah.
Had a couple Heinekens.
Yeah.
A couple Rolling Rocks. You know, the cool beer.
Right.
A couple Zimas.
Man.
A couple Mike's Hard Lemonades. You know how it is.
Yeah. Some Boone's Farm.
Yeah. I'm the real cool stuff.
Mm-hmm. A Bahama Breeze.
I never actually went on a spring break.
Neither did I.
Never did. My friends did. They did the whole Florida thing.
I mean, we did something locally, like we'd go to a local lake or something like that.
Yeah.
But not like Tony went to South Carolina, that kind of stuff. Okay. Why?
Like a girl can be hot, but you could not be into her. That
That's
goes
true.
back to a little bit of what Jake and I said. Like, yeah, a girl can be sexy as hell, but you don't want to date her. You're not into her. Cute. I'm probably going to be a smitten kitten if a girl's cute. Who doesn't want to be a smitten kitten? I know I do. So it's interesting. Let me see. Another text came in. Cute is a hot girl who doesn't have to overdo it. Oh, how about that one? Cute is a hot girl who doesn't have to overdo it. To me, saying cute text is a nonchalant way of saying you're hot without saying it.
Okay, so implications are there.
I feel text message like hot could be considered just out of your league. I see where I kind of see where you're coming from on that, but I don't know. I personally, I just don't see cute as not a good thing. I
don't think that it's anything bad. I'm saying, what would a girl rather hear? That she's cute or that she's hot?
I don't know, because then if we say you're hot, aren't you like, oh, just want to sleep with me? Well, not just.
Well, okay. The spouses still say it to the other person. Would you rather? Do you think the fiance would rather you be like, you're so cute or you're so hot? What do you think she'd rather hear?
To be honest, out of the probably beautiful would probably be
okay
more so.
But I didn't give you that as an option.
I know.
So that's cool and all, but
question. 8:07, and good morning to you guys. Kind of a quick moving more, at least for us here at the station.
it's zipping right along.
Feels like it's a moving, and we got no problem with that.
Nope.
Good morning. Q92 Morning Show on Q92, streaming at Q92radio.com. You can watch along on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Now in the 8 o'clock hour, WWE SmackDown coming to Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse August 2nd. We're going to get a finalist. When you hear that cue to call, be caller number 10. We're going to put you in the running. Also, we're going to hit the cue to call in the 9 o'clock hour and give yourself another chance to become a finalist by heading over to the live video feed on Facebook, YouTube, or X. Click the like button and put WWE in the comments section. If we see you put the WWE in the comments section, well, you have a chance to be selected at the end of the show and made a finalist. And we'll announce that before we get out of here today. Also, Monte Thomas, former Marlington Duke, Michigan Wolverine, Denver Bronco, going to be joining us in the 9 o'clock hour. Legacy of Honor event coming up.
Yeah,
He's part of it. Lauren's part of it. Kelly in the afternoon's part of it. We're going to talk about that coming up the 9 o'clock hour as well. Looking forward to speaking with him. A lot going on. The phone number, 330-450-9292. And the text line, 330-269-9292. Thank you so much for starting your day with us. Right now, it's Post Malone and Morgan Wallen. It's I Had Some Help right here on Q92. Good morning. Still should watch Roadhouse. Someone wants to know, hold on. Does Jake get scared of thunderstorms? Jake, your thoughts on thunderstorms?
I kind of like thunderstorms. I'll go out and watch them.
If you saw a funnel cloud, have you ever seen one?
Not really. Not up close.
I'm gonna not lie and say I've seen one. It didn't touch down, but I saw it the rotation. I've never been more scared of my life.
I would sit there for a minute, but then I would go.
Okay.
And take shelter.
We all know I went from being absolutely petrified to just enamored now. Like I'm like Jake, I'd be outside.
Yeah.
Even with the sirens going off, trying to see something.
Now, to be fair, would I be just as scared now? I don't know, because I was younger. I was a teenager because it was. I remember my dad pointing it out. My dad's been gone 22 years. Yeah, 22 years.
My dad taught me a lot about how to like judge weather just by looking like what to look for. So I'm grateful he taught me that. So I kind of, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna kind of expert, but there's things I can tell and look.
I get nervous when it gets still.
That is a sign.
Or like if the sky starts turning and it's not sunset, like different shades of orange and purple.
If I could fire my ex-boss when I worked there, I would have chose that. Her name was Penny. That's extra points for name dropping?
Yep.
Just first names, please. 30% raise, please. Fire, I'm petty.
That's funny.
I would take the raise because if I'm going to fire somebody, I would want them to know it was me. All right, you're all right. I'll be selfish for sure, firing them. I'll take the 30% because I would need to fire more than one employee to have my sanity.
That's funny.
Fair enough. In this economy, I'll definitely take 30%. I'll take the raise. I don't need the bad karma. What if the bad karma is the...
Right. Well, I mean, that person should be having bad karma if they're treating everybody horribly.
Someone said I'd fire a coworker for a 30% raise. No, that's not the question. What does Jake think about this? He said he's taking the money.
Yeah.
I would do 30% raise because karma's real. I wouldn't want to get fired later on in life. That's two people worried about the karma of their actions. Times are tough. I'm taking that money, says the one texter. You guys are making me appreciate my job, LOL. I'd take the raise for sure. I'd even take it if it was 10%. Listen, no one here said they would turn down a raise of any kind.
Oh, of course not.
So I was wondering, like, who, if you could just fire anyone at your job, who's the name of the person you would fire and why? Just first name. And the text line lit up a little bit. You guys apparently want to say who you would fire. So let's get into the text here. These are names of people that listeners would fire if they could. Bye-bye, Mary, with a waving emoji. Jen, she's a horrible know-it-all. So Jen would be fired.
All right.
Stephanie, Dan, and Ronnie, I would fire. You're firing 3 people.
Wow.
I'd fire Mike. He's the mole. Uh-oh, we found the mole. Raphael, you're fired. Someone said on the text line. Oh, that's funny. Pam, because she looks like a bulldog. Well, now we're getting personal. Now, wow.
Yeah.
My old job, Amy. No personality and cause negative vibes all around. Amy be gone.
Yep.
Steven, he sucks at life and can't do his job right to save his life. I'd rather do both my job and his just so it would make my actual job easier. I give him 0 of 5 stars. Damn.
Sounds like he's the worst.
Steven, you're fired. Melissa, for her lack of notice when she has appointments and having to cover hours for her continuously. All right, she's fired. I'd fire Phyllis because she's never at her desk, then bitches she's behind in work.
There's always one of them.
Hey, looks like we're living longer. How cool is this?
That's good news.
Hey, we're not going to die as quick.
Right.
Study published in The Lancet. Use cutting-edge modeling techniques to forecast disease burden, life expectancy, and population shifts for 200 countries through 2050.
Okay.
And it's a look at humanity's health on a global scale. And what they found is, in a disease study, an international consortium of experts projects that the average life expectancy is going to continue to climb in the coming decades. As a matter of fact, if anyone's going to have a baby in 2050, they can expect to live around 80 years on average. That is up from the global life expectancy right now that is 74. That's 6 more years of life.
Hold on a second. The average life expectancy is 74 years of age.
Yeah, globally. Yeah.
Okay, globally.
Yeah.
So we're talking about other countries where there's lack of medical care and
If you want to get into, you're going to get in the weeds. Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, those are pretty tall weeds you need to consider when you're considering 74 as the global life expectancy.
Listen, just because we're a little closer to it.
What's the American life expectancy?
Uh,
You're gonna give me I'm past a midlife crisis if that's the case.
Let me see here. Now, this is from 2021. The United States life expectancy, 76.33 years.
Okay, that's still not that much better, but I feel like with
That's 2 more years than the world average.
I know, but I feel like with the evolvement of technology and what we know about nutrition.
I'm just saying the people born in 2050 are going to get 4 more years than us. Those are not the best years of your life. You're back in diapers. You're hunched over.
Hold on, in the 70s?
Huh?
That's not, no.
80 is going to be if you're born in 2050.
Okay, I promise you this. My mom is pushing 80 and she does not wear a diaper.
Well, some do. Some do. I'm just saying, like, those aren't the best years of your most quality years of your life.
Probably
What
not.
are those last 4 really worth?
I can't believe you just said that.
I'm saying, like, what?
Just write them off.
It was like, oh.
Take me at 72. I've heard that's when the decline starts.
I'm just saying. Those aren't the
Said no one ever.
those are not the most quality years of your life. Physically, health-wise.
Yeah.
You wish you were 76 instead of 32?
If we're talking about 96, that's a different story. But I think at 76, you're still pretty active. I know 76 years old. My father-in-law is 76 years old.
Okay.
He works because he
Where
didn't
does he
want
work?
his Harpo Hardware.
What's he do?
He does shipping and receiving.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not a door reader. He does physical labor. He cuts his own grass. He takes care of his own lawn. He takes care of a pool. He's 76 years old, and he's got it, man.
I'm just saying, would you trade right now to go to 76?
Well, of course not. Why would anybody want to leap forward that fast?
Right.
We're
in the sweet
what
spot.
What point
of
are
life
you
right
trying
now.
to make?
We're in the sweet. I'm saying, you're like, all right, so the people born in 2050 are going to live to 80.
Yeah.
Right now in the United States, we're living until 76.3. So we even get like January, February, March. All right.
Yeah.
We get that last full winter.
I can't believe you just counted the months. Please, 0.3.
We get that full last winter.
Well, what if it's not? What if it's not that? What if it's like June, July, and August? Your last summer.
When those trees start budding, you're like, oh no. Oh no. I'm on my last 3. I'm on my 0.3. I'm just saying, what's really the idiot that cue to call to become a finalist for WWE SmackDown? Coming to Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland, August 2nd. When you hear the cue to call, be calling number 10. 8 o'clock hour, 9 o'clock hour. Head over to the live video feed on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Click the like button. Put WWE in the comments section for a chance to become our online finalist before we get out of here today. Text message. Checking in from I-76. Love Kesha King. Kesha King checking in. People love Kesha.
Yeah, they do.
And how do you not?
Right?
Is she not one of the... I mean, I pretty much to me goes Whitney Houston, Celine Dion, Kesha. Maybe Alanis Morissette.
What's your problem?
It's tough. It's a coin toss. But there's a lot of Kesha fans out there. TikTok. Remember all the songs?
TikTok. Yeah.
We should. I mean, we should do a Kesha appreciation show one day, and only play Kesha. No. That was a good idea.
Right, going in.
I mean, her S is a dollar sign, for God's sake.
Well, it is because she makes dollar bills, y'all.
So, shout out to Kesha King. Great to hear from you.
Yes.
Singing is something people do.
Yeah.
And if you listened or watched the Home Run Derby yesterday, the national anthem was sung live. And I'll give her this. It was sung live.
There was no question about that.
No lip syncing or backing track here. This is a country artist that Lauren tells me has actually had some radio success.
Oh, More Hearts Than Mine, Wishful Drinking with Sam Hunt.
Now, I've never heard of this woman in my life. Her name is Ingrid.
Ingrid Andress.
Ingrid Andress is her name. And she was chosen. This is a national recording artist now. This is not someone who won like a Giant Eagle raffle contest.
No, yeah.
You know,
she definitely has albums.
Use your advantage card. You might get to sing the national anthem.
I say albums because I think she has more than one, just so you know.
And that's interesting. So she sang the national anthem. I'm not going to play the whole thing because it's long.
We'll just do the highlights.
So we're gonna pick it up when she really picked it up. And if you have the internet at all, and I'll bet you do, you probably the clips of this are making the rounds this morning.
Yeah, you might have heard a little buzz about it.
It's what we call viral.
Yeah.
But just so you know, I'm going to pop
girl.
down the M&M in the background here because you guys need to,
you need to focus on this.
Francis Scott Key wrote this, the national anthem.
Not Francis Scott Off Key.
Off Key is the ESPN clip. But this is Ingrid what?
Andress.
Andress. That just does not sound like a country singer.
Her name is Ingrid Andress, and she really kind of like popped off. I think around 2020, it was COVID with not Wishful Drinking. That one's not the one that came first. More Hearts Than Mine, and it was basically like if I take you home to my family, you know it's serious, but like I'll be fine if you break up with me, but you're going to be breaking more hearts than mine because my family will fall in love with you because that's who they are.
It's a lot of pressure.
It is, but I mean, it's a good song, and I loved it when it first came out. And 2020 was like her year. She had an album come out then, and then she had another one come out in 2022, and that's when she did Wishful Drinking with Sam Hunt.
Jesus, Ingrid, relax. Have a pork chop. There's no reason to put that much pressure on me for dinner with the folks.
Well,
good Lord.
Yeah.
All right, that's interesting. But here we go. This is Ingrid
Andress. You have a problem.
It sounds like a character from Braveheart, not a country singer.
No.
But this was what she was doing with the national anthem last night. Enjoy.
And the rockets spread glare, the bombs bursting in air. that our flag was still there.
She ain't done. Ooh.
Who's cheering?
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave
Oh, it gets worse.
Take us home, bro.
o'er the land of the free
We couldn't just leave it
and
alone.
the home of the brave.
There you go.
Girl.
Who's ready for the home run derby?
Okay, so this is what I have to say about that. So I actually watched. I caught it. It wasn't like intentional. I just happened to catch it right at the right time. Shout out to all those ball players.
Stone faced.
Oh my gosh, no one was laughing. And I'm like, how can you know you're standing there going, is this a joke? You know you're standing there thinking that after hearing that.
It's tough.
But you were talking about who was it that did it in the NBA and Draymond Green couldn't keep it together?
That was Fergie.
Okay, well,
Fergie
Fergie,
was
I would
hers.
have been like, I'm a child. I would have been like Draymond Green.
Her problem was she tried to make it sexy.
Oh man,
And I don't know why you'd want to make the national anthem sexy.
she made it Rexy is what she made it. She wrecked it. Wrecked it.
Oh, she was nominated for a Grammy before?
Yes, I'm telling you, this girl. But then here's my question: like, how much studio work did they do to make her sound so good on these albums? Because if that's what she sounds like live, come on, it's the national anthem. We have heard this song our entire lives. And how did no one? First of all, the talent scout for home run derby, whoever booked her. I'd like to know how that conversation went last night after this happens.
I mean, I can't blame the guy. He booked a Grammy-nominated country singer to sing it. I don't think he thought he was going to get that.
Did they not practice?
That's not what I ordered. Yeah, you always get to go out there and practice
Right.
before the game. I don't know. Maybe her earpiece was bad. Maybe there was
There's no
feedback.
excuse.
Maybe,
Nope, not for that.
Maybe the stadium. You know, it's different singing in the stadium.
You've got Macy Gray. She forgot the words. Yes, she forgot the words. It's a lot of stress. It's a lot of pressure. Maybe she took it for granted. Like, oh, I got this. I've sang it so many times. And then she got cocky and forgot. I don't know. We don't know what went through their mind. Although I will say her performance to that point, she sounded great. Just didn't sing the right words. Like,
There is a pic of her walking off, and it's sad because she looks sad.
I think she really, really was upset about that. I do.
Well,
Has anybody said anything from Ingrid's camp today? I mean, has there been any?
I haven't seen anything. I just see the video over and over and over.
Well, maybe
Like the articles here.
maybe she's going to usher it.
Oh, Ingrid Andress goes viral for national anthem. Who's Ingrid Andress? Home Run Derby national anthem singer draws. What does it say? Draws harsh criticism after performance. Ingrid Ingolson national anthem draws criticism. Yeah, it's all just about like how bad it was.
This poor girl, when she wakes up, I mean, you've got Rolling Stone. Ingrid Andress flubs national anthem. Page 6. Ingrid Andress roasted for painful national anthem performance. Entertainment Weekly. Ingrid Andress performs a memorable new spin on national anthem that no one wants to hear again. I mean, like,
yeah,
it's not good. I feel really bad for her this morning, but kind of. Because, like, at some point, do you not be like, I can tell this is not sounding the way it should sound?
She hasn't posted on any social media. I just checked her Instagram.
Oh, she's probably devastated.
Checking her ex. Yeah, it's all about, she has a song coming out.
Hopefully it sounds better than that.
That sucks, Ingrid.
And she was like a new up and coming artist. You know what I mean?
She could recover.
I hope. Yeah.
Someone texts, wonder how many dogs were howling during that national anthem. LOL. It
was hell worthy. I will give you that.
We have heard better.
Yeah.
We have heard better. But there you go. That's why she's trending this morning. That's why you're hearing about a country artist you've never heard of before.
Miles on Facebook said I went to her TikTok. She turned all commenting off.
Smart.
It was smart. She's smart. She was smart at least to do that.
Yes. Very smart. Good move. I'd leave it off for the next thing will happen and everyone will forget about you. Just give it a second. It's Bruno Mars, Treasure. It's Q92. if heaven's really just space? And we all go to you know what I mean? Because some people think we were sent here from another planet, another universe.
Yeah, but I've never been like I came from outer space.
No, because that's not as glamorous as saying I was sent here by the Lord, whichever God you pray to. It's fine.
Right.
You know, I don't think about stuff like, what if we really are? What if this is a simulation?
I don't know. I've never really
What
thought
if
about
we
it
are
like that before.
Sims?
I don't think it's that.
Is it that much crazier to think that than think that a man made us
What do you think this
from
is
the
like?
clouds?
So, in essence, you think this is like a much bigger version of the Truman Show?
Vastly, yeah. I don't know. These things I don't know. I can't. The problem is none of us can really answer any of these questions until we die.
Right.
Like there's no one can come back to give us the answers. Like, yeah, no, it's this, or no, it's just this.
But there have been all those people that have had near-death experiences that say they see the Lord. You don't believe them?
They say that.
You don't believe them?
I'd like to speak personally to someone who's like, yeah, I saw this. You know what I mean? This is what I saw.
Yeah.
It's clouds. Everyone gets wings. Everyone's chilling. Everyone's groovy.
And Christian, that buffet doesn't exist.
My heaven, that would be my heaven. Just an endless buffet of all the foods I like. I don't know. It's just I think about weird things like that.
Yeah.
Where do we really come from?
Well, because
how did humans really
I do doubt the
begin
buffet.
to exist on this earth?
I know.
These are wormholes I go down.
I know.
Or rabbit holes, not wormholes, but wormholes
Well,
in space.
it's because you're thinking about space.
Yeah. I mean, how did this planet begin creating life and living things?
Are you kidding me right now?
What?
You know how this world began.
We know what we were told. None of us were here.
But life has to come from something.
Yeah, yeah. You need carbon. You need well, for us, for life, for oxygen. You need oxygen. But how did it start? Did it really start with two people and an apple?
I mean,
Do you believe that?
I do.
Two people just showed up?
No, I believe that God made man and God made woman.
Just made one.
Yeah, and he put them together so that they would populate the earth.
Then wouldn't there be a little bit of...
What do you believe in dinosaurs?
Oh, yeah, I believe in dinosaurs.
You believe that we evolved though, like in evolution?
I don't know.
Because again, life has to come from life.
I don't
So
know
how did
the
that
dinosaurs
first
got.
life form happen?
These are great questions.
I know, it's deep.
Great questions. I
Deep.
don't know. We weren't the only thing that were created. I'm saying, is there a chance maybe we were placed here?
By God, yeah.
But maybe what we think is God is actually people from other universe.
An alien? Are you trying to tell me a spaceship
I
buzzed by and they're like,
I don't know.
this looks like a good spot. Beam them down.
I don't know what I believe either, Christian. LOL. But, ... who made God? How did he get there?
Well, God's a spirit. God's a
We're
spirit.
told. What was your craziest day at any job you ever had? I had a couple. Not so much here, but at my other one in Youngstown.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say the craziest day is when the police escorted one of my coworkers out of the building. Like, came in. Escorted. I was told to stay in the production room and not come out.
Oh.
Until it was okay.
It wasn't here.
Oh, I just said it. No, it was in you.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, there was, I think I've told this story before, but there was a salesperson. Now, he was a very large man.
Okay.
Not only was he big in like girthness, but he was like...
Did you just say girth?
Girth.
Okay.
He was like 6'6".
Yeah.
So like Paul Bunyan-like man. And he was a legend. There were some websites where you order dates with women, and apparently they were
he was ordering some dates with women.
Well, in places where he was going to do quote sales calls. And unfortunately, a little oversight that he made is that his office had a window and his computer the screen faced the window.
They didn't have like IT that like all of a sudden was like, zing, somebody's doing something they shouldn't.
Female, I believe one or two female employees saw it, went down, and they did some investigation. I don't think it took too long. Because I believe this is true too, it was also on his favorites tab.
Oh, let's bookmark that for later.
It wasn't like, all right, we need a real good computer guy to dig in and see what we can find. Oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he was police escorted out, and I was told to stay in the production room and not come out until I was told.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking at the time I had no idea. I just get told, hey, stay in here, don't come out till I tell you. And that was it. And the door shuts.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I did come out. And then I saw 3 police escorting out. There was no tussle. There was no physical. But that was an odd day.
Yeah.
That was a very odd day at work. You don't see that a lot.
I can imagine.
What was your craziest day at any job you ever had? Christian Lauren here with you again. Jake on vacation today. Well, this week, as a matter of fact. Hopefully he's enjoying the ocean right now. I just saw a Facebook friend of mine. She lives in South Carolina. They got another day of the heat. It's not even a heat advisory. It's called something else.
Yeah.
They're expecting another one of 115 today.
A lot of times when we're
like 115.
Yeah, when we're down there around this time of year, it happens, and they'll issue like air quality alerts and heat advisories and all that kind of stuff. I will say though, when it's 115 degrees heat index, it's way better on the coast than it is inland. Just because you get the ocean breeze and it doesn't feel as hot. Yeah. I will say you can tell. It was so funny because it was like it's wearable weather. That's what this meteorologist we follow down there kept saying about this temperature, because the dew point is so high that the air is so thick with moisture. Like it's so humid. Like,
oh yeah,
I'm sure beach towels aren't drying. Your suit is not drying. You know what I mean? Even though it's that hot.
It is. I mean, it was very hot it was nothing like it is down there now. But when I was down there, I mean, it was very hot every day we were there. I mean, I think the coldest day was like mid 80s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was.
Well, and that's why, I texted you. I'm like, what do you think? And you're like, bath water. I'm like, yeah, there's a huge difference just because like come April, we have family that lives down there. In April, they're boasting to us that it's 80 degrees. So the water has a lot longer to warm up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was, you're going to have a good time.
The ocean temperature was 87 on Saturday.
That's crazy. Mm-hmm. That is crazy. So again, I know a lot of you have already taken your vacation. Some of you are getting ready to take your vacations. I've been seeing you guys are all over the place this summer. I love it. Although South Carolina seems to be.
It's a hot spot. It always has been though, really. I mean, growing up, I know that like all of my friends, that's where they went. And it wasn't until I was like a young adult with a family of my own that we were like, yeah, that's where we're going. That's our family destination. So, I mean, a lot of that was too, that we have family there. So, I mean, we never stay with them, but we always get to see them. So it's kind of like a win-win.
Be a good time. Good time. Get away, get some ocean air. Oh. Do you go swimming? Do you go in the ocean?
I'll go play Don't Look like once or twice while we're there.
Don't Look?
Yeah, you've never played Don't Look?
No, that sounds like a perverted game.
No, you go out to like knee height water.
You go very far.
Yeah. And you wait. You turn your back to the waves.
Oh, and get hit?
Yeah.
I boogie boarded a little bit, and I just like to jump into the waves.
I'm god awful at boogie boarding. Or I'll stand out there and I'll throw the football with my son.
People were doing that?
Yeah, we like to do that. My husband does it with him. We also play a lot of paddleball and bocce ball on the beach.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people playing. There was that bounce game, that bounce ball game.
Oh, spike it, and it sucks. In this weather, you would be sweating your butt off. You'd be like, never mind. Just pack it up, put it in the car. We're not playing it again.
kites were a little weirdly popular at the beach.
Well, they always are because we've done kites before, and I'm telling you, that wind is so strong they go right up.
I've said this before. To me, there is no joy in flying a kite. Oh, it's up in the air. Look at it sitting there. Oh, look
It's
at that.
fun for the kids to put it up there.
Is it?
Yeah, for like a minute, and then they pass it off, and they're on to something else.
Yeah. I knew a guy, text message, once he would go to Alaska during the summertime. He had family out there, and he really didn't enjoy the hot weather in Ohio. So that's what he would do every year. Now, you don't hear that too much.
No.
I want cold weather. I'm going to Alaska in the summer.
Yeah, no.
I
That
don't
sounds
think-
awful.
I don't think I would enjoy Alaska.
I
at
do
all.
want to go to Alaska, though.
I don't.
Why?
Is
It's beautiful.
Dark.
You
Don't
want to
they have
go,
like days of no sunshine every year?
or like, well, yeah, almost complete darkness all day.
What is that?
But if you go at the right time, you get sunshine and all that kind of stuff. I mean, talk about the seafood. You got the Bering Sea right there, and
I don't like seafood that much.
Yeah.
Unless it's breaded. Even then, I'm kind of like, eh.
I'm telling you, you should have totally have driven into Calabash. That's where Jake's at right now. Calabash is the seafood capital of the world, and they came up with the Calabash style of seafood, which is where they deep fry it.
Here we go.
Yeah, you would have been in heaven. You would have been like, give me some shrimp, give me some
Yeah.
mussels, give me some. You like calamari, which I found
I do.
so strange.
Only
This
the
is the
surf.
man that dips his steak in ketchup, and he's like, give me some calamari.
I love ketchup.
I was
on a-
impressed.
Ketchup on a steak's fantastic.
Yeah.
You know a steak's good if I don't need ketchup.
I can see you at the table with your basket of calamari dipping steak in ketchup.
I dip calamari in ketchup.
Do you really?
Sometimes.
Come on.
A lot of times I just need a ton of salt.
Mm.
And I'm good to go. I'm a big salt guy. To me, all I need for seasoning is a little S&P.
I know.
That's all I really. Maybe some Montreal season.
Montreal.
Maybe.
That is good though. I mean, it's like it's the OG backup. Like
If I want to get fancy.
you're having family over and you got to season the burgers, throw some Montreal on that.
Did you get a steak and seafood dinner on vacation? We didn't go out a lot. My brother's mother-in-law cooked pretty much every day dinner for everybody. So we had steaks, we had pasta one day, we had everything, crab legs and all that stuff.
See, what I like is surf and turf is amazing, but you guys should have done like a crab boil at your house.
I wouldn't have enjoyed that.
There's so many supermarkets down there that sell that fresh seafood that all the restaurants are selling.
I'm not a fan of crab.
I know, but
So much work
you could
for
do
such little
shrimp.
payoff.
you could do a shrimp boil too.
I watch you get these people all get their hands so filthy.
No, and it's so worth it when you pull out that leg meat and it comes out in one piece. You're like, I just conquered the world.
I'm sitting there like that is gross.
No, it's so good. Dip it in butter and it just melts in your mouth. Gosh, I'm super hungry and all
You're
I have
gonna
are
be
these grapes.
You will be at the ocean literally a week from
Yeah,
today.
but Tony hates seafood. He hates the smell
He's
of
like
it.
me.
I mean, no, he doesn't even eat breaded shrimp, Christian. I crack a can of tuna and he starts gagging.
Well, tuna does smell off. It does.
And he's brainwashed my children. Well, to be fair, my son is allergic to seafood.
What the hell? You guys better find a Texas Roadhouse down
I
there.
mean, like
or
he
something.
can smell it and stuff. Like he's not like that. Like
Hey, where's the Bojangles in Canton?
it's in Belden Village, right across from. So, what would it be across from? The gas station. Like it's right next to, kind of down from Bob Evans.
All right.
Right there by Joanne's.
I
and-
tried my first Bojangles in South Carolina. Never had it before.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
That's good.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's real good. They have a peach barbecue sauce. Mm.
I would,
So
would not enjoy that. I will enjoy getting a finalist for our SmackDown contest. That's coming up. The Q to call. Be listening right now. It's Walk the Moon, Shut Up and Dance on Q.
Tickets to WWE SmackDown from Q92.
There is your cue to call. Let's get a finalist right now for the SmackDown before SummerSlam in Cleveland, Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. It is obviously Friday, August 2nd. Want to become a finalist? Here's your chance right now. Just be caller number 10 at 330-450-9292. Caller 10, good luck.
Hey, folks, this is AJ Armour from Wally Armour Chrysler.
Four, sorry. Eight, sorry. That time of year, people taking those summer vacations or camping vacations. The Mohican.
Mohican.
That's where everybody goes. My sister goes there a lot.
Yeah, it's my favorite state park in Ohio. My husband, my husband Tony likes to make things up. Like, I remember when we first went there and he tried to tell us that that's where they shot Last of the Mohicans.
Fantastic.
Like, he thinks we're that dumb.
I don't care.
But then he tried to like tell our children.
Yeah.
Well, he does. Oh, they carry it on. They still won't admit that that's not true. I mean, you can tell by the look on their faces. But like, he tried to even do it with our kids too. Like, they're like, look at the cabin at the front of the state park. That was the cabin from. It was
the cabin where the Last of the
So
Mohicans
dumb.
stayed.
But it's not just that. Like, they named the Ashland Oil, the flame, like, as you're going into Cleveland. I think it's Ashland Oil. It's some sort of oil company, and they have like a flame. My husband and his brother tried to tell us that was the Grover Cleveland Eternal Flame.
That's pretty good.
They do this crap all the time. So it's always interesting to hear when we go camping down at Mohican what battle scene happened where.
I had the not daughter convinced there was a ghost in our house, and his name was Hanford Dixon.
Are you serious?
Of course, if you're a Browns fan, you know Hanford Dixon's not only still alive, but was a famous cornerback who started the dog pound for the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
And I had her convinced that Hanford Dixon was an old white guy that lived in the place before we got it, and that he died upstairs. He used to have her room, and he died in her room.
Oh, why would you? Are you kidding me?
Swear to God.
That's
She
so
bought
mean.
it for a year. She bought it for a year until finally I think she Googled Hanford Dixon.
And realized he was
and all these
dead.
Cleveland Browns pictures show up. And at first she's like, wait a minute.
He's like alive and well.
First the shock of he's alive, and then the shock of, wait a minute, he was a Cleveland Brown?
Right.
So, yeah, I had her convinced for a full year that Hanford Dixon of the Cleveland Browns was haunting her. Oh, man. Good morning, guys. White Van Guy here, and we're going to Myrtle in 14 days.
Whoop, whoop.
Nothing wrong with Myrtle.
Hey, listen, the water's right now. So my sister-in-law is here from South Carolina, and they live in Georgetown, which is just south of Myrtle. She said the water now is Caribbean-like. Like, they were just there before they came up last weekend. And she's like, it's gorgeous. It's because there's no storms out there stirring it all up. So it just has settled, and it's just this beautiful, like, Caribbean, bluish greenish color.
No, I've seen the pictures. It does look pretty damn sweet.
The list.
Guess congratulations are in order.
Q92, hello, who is this?
Clarence.
Clarence, where are we calling from this morning?
Louisville.
All right, Clarence, congratulations. You're caller number 10. You're now a finalist.
All right.
Congratulations. You could be headed to WWE SmackDown at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland on August 2nd. Just tell everybody your favorite station, making you a finalist.
92.5.
There you go, Clarence from Louisville. He's now in the running to win those SmackDown tickets coming to Cleveland the night before SummerSlam. We have two more chances coming up in the 9 o'clock hour. We're going to hit that queue to call. We're also going to hook up somebody that's going over to the live video feed of the morning show on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Clicks the like button and puts WWE in the comments section. If you do that, you are eligible for Lauren to randomly select you at the end of the show and make you a finalist as well. So what are you waiting for? Go over and do that right now. Give yourself another chance to become a finalist with the Q92 Morning Show and maybe get that phone call on Monday telling you you're going to Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse on August 2nd to see the SmackDown before SummerSlam.
Yeah, and don't forget, coming up, we're going to talk to local legendary football great DeMonte Thomas, who is going to be working with me at the Legacy Gala, which is such an important thing that is so near and dear to my heart, where we get to honor local veterans, police officers, firefighters, EMTs, corrections officers, communication professionals, ER personnel, active military duty. And they're all honored on this night. It's such a special night. It happens at MAPS Air Museum. This year it's on Saturday, August 17th. We're going to tell you all about the event, how you can come and see myself. Obviously, come see DeMonte because he's amazing. And we're going to talk to him a little bit about why he's involved with this event, what it means to him. And we're also going to announce the winners of some of the awards this year. So keep it right here. You're not going to want to miss that.
It's all coming up at the 9 o'clock hour. Former Marlington Duke, former Michigan Wolverine, and former Denver Bronco who likes giving back to the area where he came from. You got to love that. So that's all coming up here in the 9 o'clock hour. Phone number 330-450-9292. The text line 330-269-9292. Q92. It's Ariana Grande with Brandy and Monica. This is Boy Is Mine right here on today's hit music, Q92. The old feed of the Book of Faces. A break for turtles picture.
Yeah.
It says break for turtles. If you see a turtle on the road, slow down, pull over to the side of the road, and when it's safe, help them across in the same direction they were going. Use both of your hands to hold them at the sides near the end of their shells and lift them up to move. Always keep your hands away from their faces. Never pick them up by the tail. You can damage their vertebrae. Save a turtle, be conscious of wildlife, and slow down. Now, I have driven for many years in life. I have come across possums, raccoons, deer, dogs, cats. I even think one time I saw a bobcat, possibly a little bear.
Wow.
I don't think I've ever geese, ducks. I have never in my life come across a turtle crossing the street.
I have, and just recently.
A turtle?
Mm-hmm. Like a couple weeks ago.
What road was this?
It was the road leading up to our house.
Are you sure it was a turtle?
Oh, we're positive. We waited until he got across the road. Like I stayed there so no cars would come and hit it.
Jake, have you ever seen
I think I talked about this.
She did. I have not. My brother this weekend saw 2 turtles.
I think Nicolina saved one this weekend too.
A turtle?
Yeah.
In the road?
Mm-hmm. It's a thing.
Never in my life have I witnessed this.
But do you
I've
know
been
what?
alive for many years. I'm an old man.
Are you going to tell them what you said off air though?
Well, I'm not going to lie. I would think, now listen, there's probably a limit, but I would think a turtle could take a hit.
I said, what do you think that their shells are made out of?
I don't know.
Shatter them
Pretty,
like a chip.
it's pretty. You ever knock on a turtle shell?
I get
Pretty
that.
solid.
A little knock is different than a vehicle that weighs.
Okay, a semi-truck, no. It's probably going to be dead.
I don't care if it's a Prius. It's going to kill it.
No, I would think a Honda Accord.
Geo Metro?
I would think a Honda Accord would not kill it.
Yes, it would.
It would. I don't know. I don't know.
150%.
I was at the Akron Zoo, and they have this turtle that's like 100 and some years old, almost 200. That shell ain't cracking. That ain't cracking. Not for a Chevy Cobalt.
Okay, but why would anyone want to run over a turtle?
Well, I'm not saying you want to, but I'm just saying, A, I didn't realize this was an issue with turtles.
Yes, of course it is.
I've never seen one on the road in my life.
They've got to travel too.
And B, I do believe that at some level they could take a car. Not, again.
No.
Can they take a tank? No.
Maybe like a little Tykes car or something.
No.
Yes. Christian, if you stepped on a turtle, you would break its shell.
First of all, no one would ever step on a turtle. That's like the cruelest thing.
Someone might run one over.
If they saw it in time and they just, I think they'd be okay.
I don't think so. I think they'd be flat as a pancake and it'd be awful. Speaking
of,
yes. Do you want to know what happened this weekend?
With a turtle?
A frog.
Well, now a frog's going to die if you run it over.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So Saturday night, we hung out. We were doing our whole Memorial Day celebrations, whatever. My daughter got bit. My daughter is allergic to mosquito bites. So the minute she gets one, she like swells and she gets that red ring around it that kind of swells too.
Okay.
So we had to go home and get her medicine to put on it.
Fair enough.
When we got home, my son ran home with us too because he wanted to grab a couple things from the house. When we got home, there was a toad. My son saw it and it was a big toad. And so all I did was I walked into the garage and I grabbed a shovel and all I did was like bang it a little bit behind him and he was like, boop, boop, boop. And I got him to hop into the grass. So I'm like, you're in the clear, dude. Stay out of the driveway. It's dangerous. So anyhow, we come home like an hour and a half later for the night. And my husband let us all out of the car before he pulled the car into the garage. And my son and my daughter and myself were standing there. And all of a sudden we hear this.
Your husband ran over the frog that you saved? Oh.
He sure did. And then the saddest part was there was another smaller one that was like standing there, like staring like, I swear it had that look on his face. Like, what did you do to Thomas? Like, you know.
Carl? Carl, you all right? I almost hit 4 different animals coming to work today on this new back roads I have to take, these country roads.
Yeah.
Not even joking. First, a deer runs out in front of me on some country road, a good 20 feet in front of me, but didn't know he was going to come out there. Hit the brakes, turn right down some other country road to the detour. 5 kittens are on the side of the road and almost come out while I'm driving by.
Seriously?
Swear to God.
Aw.
Turn down the 3rd country road I don't know to come to work. 2 raccoons in the middle of the road.
Yeah, it's roadkill season.
What is happening?
Yeah, I had a ton. I had a deer completely on its back with its hooves, like
You sleeping?
petrified. Maybe he's like those fainting cows.
I always like to think they're all just taking naps
Yeah, I really
in
hate
weird
it
positions.
when like you see a raccoon and they're on their side and they're like stuck like that.
They always go boo,
Right. And
but they're not. They're going, I'm dead.
right.
So I saw tons of wildlife today. Like I said, I have a new, because of course, for the 2nd time in 2 months, one of the 2 roads I take to work every day is closed. And this detour is very much a country road detour.
Can't wait.
Very much.
I told you.
Country road, farmland, wooded detour.
Well, that's my whole drive here every day. Just because I don't go highway. I don't need to. But it is all through farming community. I mean, literal farms. But just so you know, if you use State Street for your commute, it's closing on July 8th for 65 days.
Oh, yeah, I feel like so many main roads, 225,
65
224.
days! That's like the biggest main artery between Akron, Canton Airport, and Alliance.
Why did you not rescue the kittens?
Yeah.
I'm a dog guy, first of all.
Oh!
Second of all, they seemed fine.
What?
I don't hate cats, but I mean,
But you led with, I'm a dog
I'm a
guy.
dog guy. Had that been a puppy, it might have been a different story.
Instead of saying, well, they seemed okay.
They were on the side of the road. They weren't in the road. Thank God I saw them. They were all huddled.
Was there a mom near?
I didn't pull over. It was like this big brush.
Well, you would notice because kittens are
And
like
then-
this big and
yeah.
mom's probably like this
I
big.
didn't see a mom. I don't know if it was like the...
Then they were okay.
They seemed fine, alert. They were up early.
You should have come to work with a basket of kittens.
Yeah, that would have went over real well.
Well,
First of all, I had no box.
you know we could have called the Humane Society. We would have even come and got them.
We don't even know that they were in any danger.
They weren't with their mama,
She could have been taking a pee in the woods.
but you're a dog person.
I'm a dog person. If that had been a dog, I probably would have. There'd have been puppies all over the studio. I got no issue with cats. But I'm a dog person.
Jake's even giggling on that.
I'm just saying. Oh man, I did not. So, would you people have rescued? Jake, would you have pulled over and picked up all the kittens?
Probably. Yeah.
It's fun to say.
No, I would have.
It's fun to say.
I would have been in trouble if I didn't take them
real easy
to
to
the
say.
society.
Of course I would have.
Are you
Picked them all up,
questioning
nursed
his
them down.
character?
Would you have pulled over?
If there were kittens and no
At-
mom around, I
at-
would have checked to see
at
if they were.
9 o'clock hour. Good morning to you guys. WWE SmackDown finalists. We are getting 2 of them this hour with the cue to call. And of course, also, we're getting 1 for people that go over, like the live video feed of the morning show. And of course, also in the comment section, go ahead and put WWE in the comment section. Do that, and you'll be in the running. We might pick you at the end of the show. Monty Thomas, or Marlington Duke, Michigan Wolverine, Denver Bronco is going to be joining us on the phone here in a little while as well. Big event for Legacy of Honor. We've been talking about this morning. He's a big part of it, along with Lauren, or along with Keller in the afternoon. We'll be talking about that, what he's been up to. So there's that. Plus, new college football game, and he missed it. He played in the time where you couldn't be in the video game.
I was just gonna say, yeah, it's not his fault. I'm
No,
sure he would have
not his
been.
fault at all. He was in Madden.
Yeah.
He can say he was in Madden.
That's kind of cool.
I'd love being able to say it's in a video game.
I don't know. I think if I made Madden, I mean, maybe this is just me being an idiot, but I think if I made Madden, like every time someone tried to one up on me, I'd be like, yeah, I was in Madden. Like that would be my comeback for
You're
everything.
in a video game. I mean, it's
Right?
got to be one of the coolest things.
I mean, like movie probably would be next level,
Think
but
about that.
video
This
game
guy.
is up there.
Played his high school football at Marlington.
Yeah.
Went to Michigan. 4-year letterman at Michigan.
From Ohio.
Undrafted, but signs with the Broncos after the draft. Makes the team and plays for a few years in Denver.
Yeah.
Now has his own sports academy.
Yep.
I mean, and like you said, is now forever. No matter what you could say about the man, you could say he was in Madden. I was in the video game. I'm in Madden.
Oh, no matter what. I mean,
Great feeling.
literally, as an adult, like you're walking around and someone will be like, ha ha, I went golfing the other day and I hit whatever. I played this. This was my score. Yeah, I was in Madden.
I was in Madden. You're by Madden 22 or Madden 20. I was in it.
Yeah.
You can look me up.
I really hope that is his comeback. Like, secretly, like, that happens. Like, I think Tony would even do that to me. Like, if I was like, oh, I just weeded the front bed, and he'd be like, yeah, I was in Madden. You know what I mean?
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he missed out in the college game and getting paid.
Yeah, well, yeah, that whole thing, because that
Every
would have
player
been
got
nice.
$600, I believe. If you opted in, you got 600 bones.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. A whole new age for college athletes now. Little different, isn't it? Little different.
A little bit.
So that's coming up this hour. Looking forward to it. The phone number, 330-450-9292. The text line, 330-269-9292. You guys on Amazon Prime, we've been talking about it. Prime Day number 1 is today.
I can't wait to go look some more. Like I said, I looked at like 5 o'clock this morning and put some things in my cart, but I haven't pulled the trigger on anything yet.
There's some decent ones.
Yeah.
They got 18% off an Xbox, folks. Just saying.
That doesn't usually happen. I mean, Xbox, PlayStation, that's like Nike. You know, like you go to use a coupon at Dick's and they're like, it excludes Nike.
I'm doing some quick scanning. 32% off Apple AirPods. 28% off Apple Watches. 14% off Apple iPads. I mean, they even have like cleaning things like a Shark, which is like a Roomba.
Yeah.
55% off a Shark today. That's more than half. I mean, you name it. It's on here, and there are some discounts. I know a lot of you guys wait for this all year, these couple days, besides, of course, Black Friday.
Yeah.
And Cyber Monday or whatever, but there's some big-time deals.
I told you, though, I think my frustration is this. Like, as I'm looking through and scrolling some of this stuff, it says, free delivery, Sunday, July 21st. It's Tuesday, and I pay for a Prime membership.
Yeah.
I don't care if you put your stuff on sale. That's great. You're still making money. Why am I not getting my stuff when I'm supposed to get it?
You've been angry at way before this at Amazon. You feel like that they're getting slower in their deliveries.
Yes, I do.
You're paying Prime for a reason, right?
Now, yes. Now, that's on Amazon corporate. I just want to say shout out to my local drivers because they are awesome. We've had the same drivers now for a little while, so we're getting to know them. And I'm telling you, this one guy that delivers to our house, he's amazing. He bumps his music all day, but he gets off the truck and he'll be like, hey! And he hands you your package and you're just like, how you doing? He's like, I'm good. How are you doing? Like, he's so talkative. He's like the coolest guy ever. I love our Amazon guy. Like, I don't want him to switch routes.
Like, please never leave us.
Please don't leave.
Some TV deals on here, man. TVs under $200. I mean, there's a lot if you look. Amazon Prime days.
Why did TVs get so cheap? Like, how did that happen? For years, we were paying through the nose for TVs, and now it's like $200 gets you a 75-inch.
Dude,
I mean, okay, that's a little extreme.
Jamie and I are kind of looking to add a couple, not now because we spent a few bucks at the new house.
Right.
But we go to Meijer. They got 60-inch, 55-inch, couple $100.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean like 4 or 5. I mean like 2, 3.
Yeah.
Like 65-inch.
Like, what changed in the industry that like our groceries went sky high, but TVs went dirt cheap? Think about it.
Yep. You can definitely get yourself. TVs are very affordable. Big ones.
Yeah.
Are very affordable.
Yeah. If you're still watching TV on a 19-inch, that's your fault.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing, man. It don't cost a lot you can get to the 40s.
Oh,
pretty
easily. Yeah.
Pretty easily. It's Dua Lipa Illusions, Q92. Shabuzi, a bar song right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Christian and Lauren in the morning. Coming up later on this hour, WWE SmackDown finalists for the show at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland the night before SummerSlam. That's coming up. But right now, we've been talking about this all morning long. The 2024 Legacy Gala that's happening August 17th at the Maps Air Museum. Again, Lauren is going to be part of that event. So is Keller in the afternoon, and another local star that's going to be at this event, former Marlington Duke, former Michigan Wolverine, former Denver Bronco, DeMonte Thomas is going to be there in a big way helping out, and he is kind enough to join us on the phone for a few minutes this morning. DeMonte, good morning, and thanks for taking the time today. We appreciate it.
Good morning, and thank you guys for having me. I'm excited for this opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. We're going to get into the legacy here in a sec. Before we get to that,
Christian has a question.
No, we've been talking about the sports video games. All obviously NCAA football is back. It is. I don't know if you have it. If you're a video game guy, are you?
Yeah, I'm usually a video game guy, but I actually haven't played it yet, and that's because I don't have video games right now. So that might be something I'm gonna do after the call is go pick up PS5 and NCAA because all my friends keep telling me how good it is.
Well, so we said like one of the cool things we were just talking about this. One of the cool things you can always say, no matter what anyone says to you, DeMonte, is I was in Madden.
Yeah,
I was.
That
in
should
Madden.
be your comeback for everything.
I was in a video game. Were you in a video game? Because you can go play me in a video game. Did you?
Exactly.
Was that something that you were excited about when you were playing for the Broncos, when you realized there was a video game with you in it?
Man, it was like, because I always grew up playing Madden and NCAA, so
right.
To play a video game with you in it, it's like, wow, this is a dream come true. Like I didn't even think about, I didn't even think about this and having an opportunity one day of playing with myself in the video game. So I think that was like really cool. And all my family and friends, they kept sending me videos for like the first year, like, oh, dude, look at this play I made with you. And I'm like, man, too bad I can't do that in person.
I don't know, DeMonte. You did pretty good in person. You did pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, from Marlington to Michigan, I mean, it was amazing the career you had. Not everyone from the smaller schools gets to go to these big time colleges. You did. You went from Marlington to Michigan, the big house. What kind of culture shock was that?
No, it was a big one. But my dad was a Marine, so the way that he raised me, the way that he took care of me as a kid, he prepared me for situations and opportunities like that. So it wasn't really that big of a culture shock. It was just, I was just playing for a different team, a different coach in a different state. But other than that, the mission and the dream and the goal stayed the same. And that's, give them 110% and make it to the NFL. So I just kept my dreams and goals and mission, on the line and just focused on that rather than, everything that's going on outside.
That's why you're so successful. I mean, you got to play in the biggest college football rivalry in the world.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
And you got to play in the Big Ten. It had to be just what a dream it had to be to have that career and have the career you had at Michigan and being able to play in the big house. That had to be something to see from your perspective on the field, to go into that big house and walk out on that field and see those crowds. It had to be amazing.
Yeah, it was. It's truly crazy to see 110,000 fans every home game on a Saturday rooting you on and cheering you on. It's definitely one of those things that you will never forget, and it's one of those things that I wish, if I could go back in sport, honestly, I'll go back to high school first because I loved our fans and our coaches and our players. But, playing at Michigan in front of all those fans was pretty special, and not a lot of people get to do that. So definitely a big blessing.
Yeah. Now, this Stark County means a lot to you, obviously, because even though you went on to Michigan, you went on to the Denver Broncos, Stark County, you've been here a lot, and you don't just come back to see friends. You come back to help out this community. Why is Stark County so important to you, and why is it you're always coming back and linking yourself to some amazing groups and things like the gala we're about to get into? What is it about Stark County that you want to help out so much?
Well, when I was going through sports, from youth all the way up through high school and college and NFL, you guys always supported me. You guys always had my back, and you guys always rooted for me. So, with that being said, I don't like to forget where I come from, right? And without you guys, the small town people, I don't think that my dreams would have actually came true, right? You need somebody supporting you and encourage you and rooting for you in order to be successful sometimes in life. And Stark County always did that. They always accepted me. They always loved me, no matter, even though I went to Michigan and everyone around there are Buckeye fans.
That's got to be a little tough.
Yeah, it definitely was. You know, a lot of them were pretty upset about it, but they still rooted for me. And the big thing for me is I like to just let that it is possible to make it out of Alliance or Canton or Akron or Cleveland, wherever area you're at, to have these big dreams and goals and chase them and succeed in them. So whenever kids can actually see me back at home in town, I feel like it gives them that little piece of like, wow, like he went out and lived his dreams and conquered all his goals. Like, if he can do it, I can definitely do it. Like, he's from Stark County just like I am. So I just like giving kids and people hope to chase their dreams, and anything's possible if you put the work in.
Yeah, I know that over the past 8 years that I've been here at the station, this isn't the first time that we've supported an event that you've been tied to, but this is going to be my first time working directly with you. And I'm so excited, Zamonte, to work with you on the Legacy Gala for Legacy of Honor. This nonprofit is very close to my heart. I come from a family of first responders, and I was honored to be the Master of Ceremonies last year and to be invited back this year to work with you. And I know you're doing some presenting at the event, and I know you do a lot with youth, but you're stepping up for our first responders and our veterans being a part of this event, and we thank you for that.
Well, I appreciate you guys. I got some family members and friends that are first responders, and I got my father and my brother and all them and stuff. So anything that I could give back to the true heroes of our country is always something I'm always going to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, for those listening right now that don't know what the Legacy Gala is, it's to benefit an amazing nonprofit based out of Stark County called Legacy of Honor. You can visit their website at honorthelegacy.org. And they do so much, from coffee to community partnerships. They've got Operation Bootstrap, which I love so much because this spans to maybe a veteran that's living on his own who just needs someone to talk to over a cup of coffee, to maybe a veteran who needs help with who's facing a disability now, needs their home handicapped or a ramp built and put into their home. That's what Operation Bootstrap does. We've even seen them assist police officers who were injured in the line of duty, who need a little help after they come home in their recovery. They also have RAC, which is Random Acts of Kindness. And they really go deep into helping the entire family, not just the first responder, because I think that when you're married to active military, when you're married to someone who is in a first responder position, the whole family makes sacrifices, right? I mean, when the alarm rings and they have to go, or they get that call and they have to go, I mean, they get up, they leave birthday parties, they leave, weddings, they leave precious family events, and they have to step out. And this is about kind of giving back and showing those families that they appreciate them. And when our first responders are having maybe some mental health struggles, things like that, the whole family struggles. And I love Legacy of Honor because they step up and they help not just the first responders, but their families as well. So it's a wonderful thing that they do. The Legacy Gala helps fund that. And Monte, you and I are going to have a great time honoring our local first responders, EMS, nursing staff, active military, veterans. It is an awesome night, and I can't wait for you to be a part of it, because I think you're going to be blown away. I'm excited for you to attend this event this year.
Well, I'm excited as well, and I appreciate you guys for thinking of me and inviting me to the event.
Yeah, absolutely. Tickets are available, and you want to be there. I'm telling you. This is a great date night, too. I mean, it's at the Maps Air Museum. Christian, have you ever been?
Never been. Want to go, but I need to go. And this is probably going to sell out.
Oh.
It's probably going to sell out. So if you haven't got your tickets yet, you need to go over right now, honorthelegacy.org, and where you can become a sponsor if you want to,
Absolutely.
Or reserve your table. It is going to be a great night, And it's going to be a lot of fun. And DeMonte, we're glad to have you coming back home. Obviously, Stark County loves you, supported you, even though you went to Michigan. We're not going to hold any grudges. No, for sure.
We'll appreciate it.
Before I let you go, when you picked Michigan, were you almost a little nervous to tell me? Were you like, I'm going somewhere in Detroit? Don't worry, I'm going north. Don't worry. Don't ask. Like, what was that like for your Ohio State fans, man?
I never really grew up an Ohio State fan. I just like football, and I never really watched football growing up as a kid. I always wanted to go outside and play it. I never had the patience to sit there and watch a game. So honestly, I was a big Florida Gator fan when Florida beat Ohio State in the national championship after Ted Ginn took that kick return back for a touchdown. So I honestly thought that one day I'll end up in Florida. And then, I went to Michigan because of, the coaching staff that they had. A lot of the guys from Ohio who were getting recruited to Michigan, we were close to each other. We all were within an hour of each other. So, we hung out a lot, and we were all like, you know what, man, all the good players who get offered by Ohio State, they go to Ohio State. And we said, we kind of want to be different and start something different and start a legacy. And so that's kind of what got us all at Michigan. Now, we didn't get to beat Ohio State. We got cheated my senior year when we had a chance to beat them. But other than that, it was just something different I would want to do. And then just the education and the alumni base that we have, it was just, I couldn't turn that down because, at some point I knew football was going to end. So I wanted to see all right, well, what can I do after football? Which university set me up for a better path of success? And it came down to Michigan for me.
Well, I think it worked out for you in the end, my friend. 4-year letterman there at Michigan, playing in the Big Ten.
I'd say.
Getting in the NFL, playing in the NFL, all the success you're having now. Again, Stark County can't be more proud of you. Thank you for helping us with the Legacy Gala coming up here. And Stark County can't wait for you to come home and see you and hang out and have some fun with you here on August 7th.
August 7th.
Thank you, guys.
August 17th.
Oh,
17th, yep.
That's okay.
Through August 7th is when the tickets
I'm like,
are.
don't scare me.
No, it says tickets on sale through. I read it.
Yeah.
So after August 7th, you can't buy your tickets.
That's
so
right.
Hurry up.
Get on it.
DeMonte, thank you. I know you're a busy man. Appreciate the minutes
thank
today.
you.
You're very welcome. Thank you, guys.
All right, DeMonte Thomas right here on today's Hit Music Q92. How do you not like that guy?
I know, he's so nice.
How do you not like that guy?
And coming up, we're going to reveal who the winners are for each category. There's also some runners up, but we're going to go through the winners. And I'm telling you will not regret buying a ticket to this event. It's dinner, it's cocktails, it's live entertainment. It is a night of celebration for those who literally are there for us, who put service over themselves every single day.
Absolutely. Text message. Awesome guy. Great interview. Thank you, buddy. He says to DeMonte Thomas.
Oh,
So
that's nice. Yeah.
that's really, really cool. Stark County guy did big things and giving back. Very cool. Like you said, we're going to announce some winners coming up.
Yeah, we are.
So that's coming up. Knox, not the 1975 on Q92. played a sound clip real quick,
Mm-hmm.
and Lauren was a little surprised.
I was.
And she was like, no. And Jake and I both were in here going, yes, yes. And it has to do with something that girls do when they're dating someone, especially if they're thinking of, I believe, if they're thinking of ending it.
Yeah.
And so I'll play the clip. I got it in Adobe, Jake, so everyone's going to hear it.
Okay.
Just
Thanks.
give a thumbs up.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. So this is the clip. And I'd like you women to be honest. I'm not saying you're not always honest. Who are we men to judge? Because God knows we'll tell a fib or 8. But I'd like you all to be honest with yourselves on this one. Have you done this?
95% of women who are in relationships already know which guy will be next or which guy they will be open to. 95%.
I didn't mean to loop that. And I'll simple that down to, I think when a girl is getting ready to get out of a relationship, I do think there are a large percentage of girls, not all, and maybe I have my broad brush in my hand, that they already have a guy ready to go. Whether that be to flirt with, to get attention from, or to even date, to just flat out date.
Okay.
My opinion. Now I know a lot of people might go, no.
Hold on, though. So I made the comment off air. I said, you mean like getting somebody on deck? Like, because you know you're, and you were like, yes.
Yes.
But here's the funny thing. I think men jump into relationships faster than women do after a breakup or after a marriage or like divorce.
Not
you know
relationships. Hookups.
Beds.
Hookups. Yes.
Okay.
I'll grant you that. Will we probably be quicker to hop into the sack, as the kids say in the streets? Yes.
I don't think they say that.
Yeah,
at
no,
all.
that's not what the young kids are saying. Oh man, I feel dumb AF. But so I believe that.
No cap.
But I think there's no cap in that. But I believe women have a guy ready to go, to spend time with, to go out with, to not to sleep with.
I said it
to,
was like to fill the void. Like you want somebody to go do activities with and
there's
like
a guy
hang out
on deck
with.
that you will pseudo date. I call it fake dating. You're dating them, you're enjoying them. They're kind of friend zoned, but they don't know it. They haven't realized it.
Still.
You know, they don't realize they're being friend zoned. They think they're laying down the foundation for a possible relationship.
Yeah.
But you're just, we got to get from guy one to the new guy, but then we got to have a buffer guy in between.
What do we want to talk about?
Call now to win tickets to WWE SmackDown from Q92.
Here's your cue to call, 330-450-9292. If you are the 10th caller, you're going to be our latest finalist for a chance to head to Cleveland to see the SmackDown at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse the night before SummerSlam. We give this away on Monday. Become a finalist right now, 330-450-9292. Caller saying good luck. It's Taylor Swift and Post Malone, Fortnite on Q.
Congrats to our newest Q92 finalist.
Guess congratulations are in order.
Q92, hello, who is this?
Hey, this is Eric.
Eric, where are you calling from?
Calling from Alliance.
All right, Eric, congratulations. You are caller number 10. You're now a finalist.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're very welcome, Eric. You could be headed to WWE SmackDown at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse on August 2nd. You would get to see Randy Orton, Bianca Belair, Cody Rhodes, so many more, including LA Knight. I mean, who doesn't want to see LA Knight, right?
I do. Yeah.
Congratulations, Eric. Just tell everybody your favorite station, making you a finalist.
Q92.
All right, now there's one more chance to become a finalist, but you're running out of time. You need to head over right now to Q92 on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Click the like button, and in the comment section, you need to put WWE. Lauren's going to randomly select one of you here. Coming up in a little less than 10 minutes, so go do that now while you can. But Lauren, time to announce some winners.
Yeah, absolutely. So we talked a little bit about the Legacy of Honor Legacy Gala that is coming up that you need to get your tickets to. It's August 17th, Mabs Air Museum, honorthelegacy.org. You can become a sponsor. You can buy tickets. You can buy a table. You can buy single tickets. I'm telling you, it's going to be a great night. Myself, Ryan Keller from the station, from Keller in the afternoon, we're going to be there. We're also going to be working with DeMonte Thomas. That's why he was on the show, supporting this event that we so passionately care about. But, Christian, drum roll, please. Yeah.
I don't have a drum sound effect.
I thought it would be louder through the mic than that, but it wasn't. Anyhow, our winners this year for the Legacy Gala for EMS, Scott Ryder. Scott Ryder is the winner. Police Deputy Jody Kaufman. Active Duty Military Ethan Rebuck. Fire Adam Lauer. Dispatch Lori Barrick. Nurse Joey Compton. Correction Officer Daniel Riccio. And veteran John E. Edwards. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you for the service that you provide right here in our area, protecting and serving and putting service over yourself every single day to keep us safe. We appreciate you.
Congratulations to all you. Well-deserved, well-earned. You are true heroes. Thank you guys very, very much. It is 9:50. Hey, you guys can join me tomorrow. I'll be broadcasting live from the grand opening of the Sarda Massillon Transit Center at 227 Tommy Henrik Drive. It's tomorrow. We'll be there from 11:30 to 1:30, and there'll be food trucks. Get something to eat, some Sarda swag to take home, prizes, and a ribbon-cutting ceremony. We'll see you out there. I'll be there broadcasting live 11:30 to 1:30 tomorrow at the brand-new Sarda Massillon Transit Center. It's Q92. Are you an experienced man? Music. It is Q92 957. We're about out of here, but before we get out of here, everyone went over to the live video feed and click the like button and put WWE in the comments section. Time to see who it paid off for and who just became a finalist for a chance to win those tickets to SmackDown in Cleveland the night before SummerSlam. Lauren, who did it pay off for today?
Today, Mark Croston.
There you go, Mark. You're now in the running. You have a chance to possibly become a finalist to go see WWE SmackDown the night before SummerSlam up in Cleveland. More chances today, of course, with Nick Lena, your Midday Diva, with Keller this afternoon, and with Ryan tonight to be listening for that cue to call, then beat caller number 10. Thank you to Monty Thomas, former Marlington Duke, Michigan Wolverine, Denver Bronco, for calling in and chat with us today.
It was very sweet.
Legacy of Honor and the Legacy Gala that he'll be at along with you and Keller in the afternoon.
I'm super excited to work with him.
Very
I know
cool.
Keller and I and him will all have fun. You guys need to get tickets. I'm not even kidding. HonorTheLegacy.org. It is such a fun night. Really. Support our first responders. Support our veterans, our active military. It's just such a good night of celebration. I've learned, too, the first responders, they don't like a lot of accolades. They don't like a fuss to be made. So it's kind of nice to make a fuss over them because they deserve it.
Absolutely do. Great event. And we'll be back tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, let me see more finalists for SmackDown. Your Call Wednesday. Rich DeRocher from the Hall of Fame. We'll make him sweat and tell him how close we're getting to a Hall of Fame
real
week.
Close.
And more giveaways as well. The Divas in here next. Thank you guys for starting your day with us. Have a great Tuesday. Stay cool out there. It's a little warm. It's Morgan Wallen. Cowgirls. Q92.